Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. stocks and futures market preview for Monday, the 8th of October, week of beginning Monday, the 8th of October, ending Friday, the 12th, 2018. We got holiday on on Monday. It's a bank holiday. So the stock market's open, but that doesn't mean much when everything else is closed. So it'll probably be a dead day. We don't typically do stock picks for a bank holiday. It doesn't mean we can't have anything happen because obviously the market's been moving the last 2 days, but we'll just call it from the tape because if we're just dead like usual and there's no activity and volume, there's nothing else to look at. So here's a look at the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. Obviously a big drop the last 2 days, and it doesn't look great. We'll see where it leads to. We'll talk about that later. Let's go through the major indices, then we'll look at the intra-week action. And we'll talk about the week ahead, which will be limited. So crude oil down 4 cents to 74.29. Not much there. Gold up 5.1, and again, it's been super flat for 2 weeks. The S&P cash index loses 16.04. NASDAQ 100 down 90.99. Yeah, it's taken out the lows the last couple months, but it wouldn't take much out to take out the lows of the last few months. SOX down 31.32. So the SOX is now losing, again, approaching 5-month lows on the SOX. The biotech's down 35.66. Biotech's down is a big deal as well. And again, we're approaching the July lows. The Russell 2000 is cracked 5-month lows, down 14.79. The VIX up 60 cents to 14.82. It was higher intraday. The VIX closes at 0.83. That puts the 10-day moving average at 0.93. 0.84 it says on here. I don't know, the one number says 0.83. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1.25 is the number that will drop off on Monday. We've got some big numbers this week. The next 5 days, if we get low trend numbers, again, we'll get a low moving average. And it was under 0.85, and that's what gave us the sell signal that's leading to what we're dealing with now. NASDAQ volume 2.7 billion shares. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ down negative 1,015, so very, very negative. It's been negative all week. It's negative on a moving average. Advanced decline ratio on the New York negative 997. But here's what's interesting. It puts the 10-day moving average on the New York advanced decline ratio at negative 550. That is the lowest since February of last year, which was only a couple of days. So look out. Google loses $9.24. That's a recovery off of the worst part of the day. Apple down 370. Remember, Google has a major announcement on Tuesday for their product lineup. Netflix down $12.30. Amazon down $19.77, testing the lows of the last month. Tesla down $19.88. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, down 98 cents. That's a big breakdown once that chart broke. Ugly. Goldman Sachs loses $1.77. There's a lot to look at here short, and we'll talk about that in the intra-week stuff. Facebook down $1.52. All right. So that's the week ahead. It is what it is. Or that's the current look at the markets. Let's take a look at the week behind us in 10-minute candles. So here's the ES front month futures contract. Here's the 10-minute candle, so you can see the whole week. So again, Monday we gapped up and didn't quite fill. Tuesday basically a flat opening and a flat close. Wednesday gapped up, and then eventually in the last hour made our way back down to fill the gap. Tuesday gapped down that never filled, went lower, filled the Monday gap and more, bounced a little bit late in the day. And then Friday, fairly flat opening and then rolled and went lower. So for the week, we're definitely down. The NASDAQ side, on the other hand, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were really boring. Thursday and Friday, we made some great money. It's just a huge week for us from that perspective. Win alone on, was great. Anyways, is what it is. Charts as usual, brought to you by eSignal. Oh, let's look at the economic data coming out this week. So again, Monday's a bank holiday. That's Columbus Day. NFIB, Small Business Index at 6 a.m. Tip economic optimism number, whatever. That's on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got PPI, final wholesale inventories, 10-year bond auction, Treasury currency report. Thursday, CPI, it's a big number, the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims, along with the weekly natty gas number and the weekly crude oil inventory number, which will be delayed because of the Monday holiday. 30-year bond auction, and then Friday, import-export prices, University of Michigan sentiment, federal budget balance. That's it. Charts as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading